diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me D'Angelo Amos, who's a safety out of James Madison. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you describe to our viewers a bit about your overall career?
Just started off high school, went to high school in Richmond, was recruited by Jay Bateman my junior year to go to West Point. I committed there. I spent a year at the prep school. After that, decided that that wasn't the best fit, so came over to James Madison University through Coach Weaver, and just been here ever since, trying to prove myself.
Well, I mean, you've definitely proven yourself. You've actually had a great career there so far. Two-time all-conference athlete, first team. Actually, a very awesome punt returner. You already have 5 career punt returns for touchdowns, which is just awesome. Talk to me about what you believe is the best part of your game.
As a defensive guy, just being very cerebral, being able to communicate and see things pre-snap before it happens is probably my biggest advantage that I have, and the biggest quality that I have as a safety or a defensive back. As a punt returner, my vision, just be able to see daylight, find windows, and get to them, and really put my offense in the best position to score.
Great. And what have you been working on this particular offseason in order to better your game?
Just being efficient. Been working out with my brother, who's now with the Green Bay Packers. So he has a lot of knowledge. He knows what it's like to be in the NFL, and working with other NFL guys to work on being efficient. Film study, as far as studying offenses and studying their perspective and understanding what their keys are and how I can take those away to give myself a bigger advantage.
Great. So, I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of guys, in your life that have really helped you really understand what it truly means to be a professional, to be able to get to the next level. Actually have a lot of great talent there at James Madison. I understand this year, you might be taking on a little bit more of a leadership role, being a senior. Talk to me about that and really what kind of a leader you are.
Starting off more of a show you better than I can tell you kind of guy. And then that just, as I gained experience and become a vet on the team and sharing knowledge with the younger guys, it's turned into a more vocal role, more like stand up in front of the team kind of guy. That's kind of the respect that they've given me and I've given them. And that's just how it kind of played out with time.
Great. And my next question for you is really just to sort of break down the film room a little bit. I mean, obviously you're watching a little bit of everything. Again, people see you out there on special teams and on defense. Talk to me just about what you look at when you're in film room.
As a returner, I look at where the weak link is, or what indicators tell me where they're trying to pin me to the field. I have teams started to figure out ways to slow me down or to keep me boxed in, and I kind of find where's the weaknesses, where are the lanes. As a defense, I key the quarterback. I feel like they watch the most film, so I need to watch more film than them and really watch them and see what mannerisms that people have that I can take advantage of.
Great. My next question for you really is there maybe one particular play or moment that's very memorable in your career so far that, really just defines you as an athlete?
I would say my redshirt sophomore year, I believe it was, playing at Villanova, having 2 punt returns for touchdowns for over 80 yards, and being in the conversation with Gary Clark as far as tying him with 2 punt returns in a game. I feel like that really defined me as being a dangerous punt returner rather than a threat.
Great. So, I mean, obviously very dangerous punt returner. Also, I realize you do play up in the box at times as well as back, playing in that single high safety role. I was going to ask you, there have been a lot of guys that have helped mold and shape you, over the years. Can you maybe give a shout out to some of the coaches that have been a part of your life, maybe a lesson or two that you've learned from them?
Like I said, I have to start with Coach Deion, Coach Joe, just the guys that been coaching me in every sport since I was little, all the way up even into high school, and even give me tips now to this day. They molded me into a better person, just having great character, being a man, and that translates to football, to the football field, and everything that I do there. They started that. They gave me that foundation. I have to thank Coach Weaver for sticking his neck out on line with Coach Houston. Me and Coach Houston not being familiar with each other before I left West Point Prep, and I have to just the limb and the leap of faith he had in me, and to really believe in me, along with Big John, who's like a player's coach. I have to thank him and all my returner Coach Sims, Burkett, and Kane working with me 30, 40 minutes, maybe even an hour after practice every day to make me a better returner.
And I was going to ask you, there's a lot of guys at JMU over the years that you've had as teammates. Talk to me about maybe a couple of them that have just really impressed you.
I would have to say definitely Jimmy Moreland, Dimitri Holloway, Rondell, Daka. Really, my entire defense has impressed me and helped me immensely between this year and last year. Rashad Robinson, they continue to impress. They continue to talk to you and work with you. They're very football-heavy guys, and they share a lot of knowledge that I use to this day.
Great. Let's just take a moment to step aside from football a little bit. Tell me who you are, like, off the field. I mean, maybe some of your interests or anything. I mean, I realize you just recently graduated from JMU, so talk to me a little bit about that and really anything that you're interested in that you're willing to share.
Well, I graduated in sport and recreation management with a business minor. Just like I said, always trying to be involved with sports or be a competitor in whatever way I can. I'm very religious, big family guy. Always trying to be the best role model to my siblings. I have 9 of them, so it's high expectations. But just that's kind of who I am. I just about my family, about loyalty. Always trying to work hard and be a perfectionist and be as professional as I can.
Great. I always ask guys this question as we begin to wrap up, and that is just give me your why. So why do you play football? Give me a little bit of your motivation.
Just to start off with, guys just bless me with ability, talent, a mindset to be great and to always push to improve. So I'm motivated to spread that and show the world what God's given me. And also as long as my grandma and my mom are still working and they're not retired and traveling, just living life to the best way they can, my mission and my purpose isn't complete. So that motivates me every day. And I'm just a self-motivated person to always be better and be perfect and improve. So that motivates me. Those are 3 things that always motivate me no matter what.
Cool. And give me your final pitch to a professional team as to why they should draft you, sign you. What do you bring as a teammate?
I bring a standard of excellence. Always willing to work. I'm a workhorse, very versatile. Coachable is something that's always been taught to me, and I've always tried to be that. I feel like I always improve. There's always something to learn, and that I take pride in special teams. I take pride in everything that I do. So there's not a time that I'm dedicate or commit time to something that I'm not all in on. So they're getting somebody that's willing to play and be whatever they want to be, whatever they want me to be or need me to be. I'm really a plug and play kind of kid, and that's just who I am, and that's how I play the game with a lot of passion.
Awesome. D'Angelo, thank you so much for your time. I mean, again, personally speaking, I have you fairly high on my board amongst all the other small school, athletes. I have you actually very high on that board, quite honestly. I feel like a lot of people really need to know who you are as an athlete. Again, you do bring a lot to the table also as a punt returner, which is very great. That does add another element to you that people really love. Again, this is D'Angelo Amos. He's a safety out of James Madison University. Definitely check him out. Really a great team there at JMU. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate everything you guys are doing at NFL Draft Diamonds, and I just wish you nothing but the best.
You too, man. Thank you.
All right.